So this is new cars piss me off. Saw this on my YouTube recommendations feed, and I thought I saw this. Thought it looked interesting, so I want to go ahead and watch it with you guys.
Me off. Let me tell you all about it. New cars piss me off. Let me tell you all about it. Evolution is generally a good thing, right? Look how we went from inventing the wheel to beautiful things like galaxy gas. It's awesome. With all these amazing innovations,
Galaxy gas is crazy, dude. The fact that we could buy like a nitrous online called Galaxy gas is insane.
how many white cars are evolving in an annoying and crappy way? It seems like every new car that is released pisses me off just a little bit more than the last one. Don't get me
I'm gonna be honest, the Cybertruck is okay. I don't think it's as ugly as everybody says it is, but I don't think it's a great looking car either. It's okay.
wrong, I think all the new safety features are great and they definitely save more lives, blah blah blah, but where's the fun in that? There are a lot of things car companies are changing that really don't need to be changed. Lane assist, what the f is this lane assist junk about? Do the car companies think I can't drive or something?
Bro, okay, so funny thing about this, actually this morning I'm using the lane assist in my car, right? Dude, it's like swerving hella. I turn it off and I just hold it. It's fine. I turn it on again and it's like I can't see the lines for some fucking reason. And it's clean in the front of the car. So the sensors are not blocked. And dude, at one point it started to make my car go into the turn lane instead of staying in the lane that I actually wanted to be in. This lane assist shit is kind of stupid.
Lane assist actually pisses me off so much. It's like having a backseat driver, but instead of your broke-ass friend, it's the car. If companies are going to lower the standards of driving so much that you're not expected to be able to stay in your lane, then drunk driving should become legal. I think 90% of drunk drivers would probably be better than lane assist users. I think lane assist and auto brakes and all that stuff is kind of dangerous. People are more comfortable.
I could honestly see how the brake thing is super dangerous because, dude, sometimes a car could just slam on the brakes and you could have somebody just tailgating your ass, and then you ended up getting hit anyways. And I also, dude, I hate tailgaters, bro. I hate tailgaters. Just because you get up on my ass, bro, doesn't mean I'm going any faster. And I especially hate it when they get up on my ass and they got like some big ass SUV with some bright fucking headlights or truck. And then I have a car in front of me that I have safe distance with, and they see that I'm matching their speed, but they're still trying to push me. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're an asshole.
Looking at their phones and not focusing on driving because they have all these false senses of safety with new cars. Back when I had my 5-speed Civic, I was so locked in. It was such a raw car to drive.
This might sound crazy to say, but I genuinely think AI cars will be a safer option than human-driven cars. I see too many fucking people just on their phone, like not talking on the phone. No, genuinely, like they're scrolling like this. Like, are we fucking serious? That is absolutely absurd to be doing while driving.
And it was so loud on the inside that I couldn't possibly focus on anything except the road. Isn't that safer, or am I just completely wrong? Let me know. Another thing I won't get over with these cars is how they look. It's like car manufacturers took all the soul out of designing cars, and now they all look like the same pieces of shit. It pisses me off. Old cars used to be unique and have a lot of personality. Even if they didn't look nice, they still had...
Same for video games.
Wabi-sabi, and weren't like the modern cookie cutter design. I don't think I'm blinded by nostalgia or anything. I think new cars really do objectively look worse than old ones. You know what else is consistently shit about new cars? LED headlights. LED headlights piss me off. Sure.
Remember how I was talking about the truck earlier? Remember how I was talking about the SUV earlier? It's like 10 times worse whenever they have the fucking LED headlights. And their dumbass put them bitches in wrong. Their dumbass put that bitch in wrong. So then it's beaming straight into your fucking rear view, straight into your fucking eyeballs.
It's nice to drive with LED headlights, but being on the receiving end of them is hell. When an oncoming car has LED headlights, I feel more blind than prime Helen Keller. I have to focus on the white road lines and pray they don't disappear.
Okay, so I'm not the only person that does that. I literally look at the side, like the yellow line on the side of the road, and be like, okay, I got to keep my car a little bit off to the right of this. I should be good.
Or else I'll end up in a freaking ditch. I mean, if someone was crossing the road and I was being blinded by LED headlights, I would for sure hit them without realizing. And if you think it couldn't get any worse, sometimes in those new cars with all the screens, you'll be blinded at night anyway. I mean, the brightness on those screens is insane. Most of the time you can change the brightness with a button somewhere, but
yeah, I turn my shit all the way down.
The brightness settings in the software, so you have to search around in all the shitty ass menus to find it. I'm pissed. You know what else makes it even worse? Staring at all that damn plastic. I swear there's more plastic in modern cars than there are liberals in Seattle. These car companies add that weird ass bumpy texture to all of it. That's pretty good. Why do they think it's appealing? It looks cheap.
Oh, I mean, I don't think they're doing it for appeal purposes or like or to seem premium. I really don't. I think they're doing it because like the EPA has such strict regulations on emissions, and one of the like best ways to get your emissions to be better is obviously like by reducing the weight of the car. I'm pretty sure. I'm no mechanic, I'm no car expert, but I'm reducing the weight will make the car more efficient, fuel efficient. So that's why they use the what's it called? The plastic.
Cheap to me. I'm not even kidding though. The door cards are plastic, the dash, the pedals, even the shifters are covered with plastic. It's not just the interior either. In any modern car, the whole engine bay will be coated in plastic covers that do close to nothing. The underbodies are also coated.
That's true though. That is true though. All the excess plastic shit, now they're just like adding weight.
Coated in plastic guards, which probably does help a little bit, but it's still just a dumb load of useless plastic. I'm pretty sure Tesla made like the whole rear end of the Cybertruck plastic or something too, which is fucking bananas.
Yeah, they did.
You know what else is bananas? Modern cars that shut off at stoplights. I swear they added this feature just for rage bait. You pull up to a stoplight or a stop sign, the car just dies and it's dead. And I would just...
Dude, I wish there was a way, okay, because I have this feature in my car too. And like, it doesn't annoy me that much, but there's times where I'm like, okay, bro, I really need to go. And then the fucking car turns off. So then it takes like just that extra second. It was actually really perfect in Germany when we lived there, because what they would do is when the light was turning green, like it was getting ready to turn green. So you would have your red light. Yeah. And then as it's getting ready to turn green, the yellow light would come on. And then it would go green. So it was like, as soon as it would turn yellow, I would get my foot off of the brake and let the car turn back on and then hit the gas. But I don't know, here, not really a point. And I do wish there was just like a way to like have it auto off whenever you turn on the car, like it saves that you want it turned off. You know, but I also feel like a lot of car manufacturers, I think this is part of why I believe the car prices are just super inflated. They just add a bunch of shit that's just super unnecessary. Like the auto start stop feature. It's just like, like when I use it too, I don't see any difference in my fuel efficiency at all. So I just don't get the point. But they add these features in, and then they add the cost into it just for that. And it's like, well, you're putting in this shit that I don't even want and making me pay for it.
Looks like you stalled or don't know how to drive the car. I guess this feature is supposed to save the planet or whatever, but if we wanted to save the planet, we should just start freezing the oceans or something. I feel like the only benefit to this feature is it could maybe save you like a tiny bit of fuel over time, but in my opinion, it's not enough fuel for me to give a shit. It's just really annoying instead.
Exactly.
Speaking of modern car features that piss me off, car sensors piss me off. I know that sounds like a weird one, but the amount of sensors that are in modern cars just boggles my mind. I mean, they have sensors that detect water on your windshield, like I can't see that shit. And don't get me started on the seatbelt sensor. Why are they putting that in there? It's obvious. I know I'm not buckled in, but the car just wants to remind me every 2 seconds.
If you have a Toyota, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Maybe it'd be
That's why you buy the little computer thing, you plug your fucking car in, and you disable that bullshit. I had a buddy that I served with, and he was from California, and he had just a seat belt buckle, and he just left it in his car all the time. And then I had another buddy who had the actual like computer thing that like AutoZone and shit has, and he disabled it in his Golf.
reasonable if it was every minute, but no, they make it every 2 seconds. It's ridiculous. Half of the time when you get a code popping up, it's not even something wrong with the engine. It's just a sensor that's gone bad. The more sensors, the more problems. The sensors that piss me off the most have to be oil sensors, because once they add an oil sensor, they feel the need to remove the dipstick. And get this, most of the oil level sensors don't even work until you run the car for a while. What if you're bad at measuring oil, so you put a cup of oil into your car and you don't know how full the engine is? Do you run it on a cup of oil for like 5 minutes to get an oil level reading, and then kaboom, engine has blown up because of a cup of oil. Something else these companies care about apparently is how high you can rev the car after you buy.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the oil, like the automatic or the oil sensor. I haven't seen that. My car has a dipstick, thankfully.
Buy a brand new. Some of these modern cars have like a 3,000 RPM rev limiter where you can't rev it past 3K for like 500 miles, which I find ridiculous. You're saying I buy a brand new car and have to drive it like a grandma for 500 miles until apparently it's magically safe, or at least until the warranty is up. I mean, people will build an engine, start it up and walk through the rev ranges for a couple good minutes in their garage, then take it straight to the dyno for a proper break-in. And the engine lasts for longer than the rest of the parts on the car. But the worst cars are the ones that don't even let you rev the car in neutral. I mean, what the fuck? Actually weird behavior. For some reason, the design of modern car interiors just gets more and more uncomfortable every.
I've never seen that. If you guys know a car that does that, let me know, please. I don't know a single car that doesn't let you rev the engine in neutral. This must be like, I have a 2022 car, so it must be after that.
Single year. When I'm sitting in a new car, I feel naked and exposed. The seats are so bare and made out of like fake leather or some shitty fabric. It feels so foreign. But older cars had a welcoming, warm feel inside of them and really created a nice atmosphere. They're so kind and nice to you. But with the new car,
you want to know what happened? You want to know why those cars stopped being warm and inviting? Right? They used to make cars that were cozy, you know, that were for the family. And then safety measures came into place. That's literally what happened. That's what happened. Regulations, safety measures, all this extra garbage, you know, the whole nine.
Cars, you hop in and the first thing that comes up on the screen is some bullshit about recording your driving behavior or something giving you warnings about not looking at the screen while you're driving. Some more bullshit. Why do new car companies think that eliminating manual options from their cars is making them more comfortable to drive? If anything, it's so much worse.
Bro, that could not be said better. Replay that.
Looking at the screen while you're driving. Some more bullshit. Why do new car companies think that eliminating manual options from their cars is making them more comfortable to drive? If any.
So I didn't know this. Apparently in Teslas, the glove box, right? Instead of having a traditional handle like most cars do, where you could just reach over, pop it, grab it. No, for a Tesla, it's on the fucking screen. You got to go through the menus and then hit the button to pop it. Bro, nobody can tell me that is not inconvenient as fuck. And I bet you they say it's like this convenience, cool thing. And it's like, no, dude, I want to just be able to reach over in my fucking car, pop the shit, grab what I need, and then close it. That's so stupid.
Thing, it's so much worse because half of the modern cars don't even know how to drive themselves. I swear 90% of these cars have gas pedals where they're super delayed. They'll wait on the ECU for so long until it actually gives you gas. Sometimes these cars just randomly accelerate super fast and are not predictable.
Yeah, the only time mine kind of like really revs up fast is when I take it out of eco mode.
Transmissions are always shifting shittily as well. It either won't shift or it shifts too early. It never gets it right. Not to mention the brake boosters in the new cars just seem super sensitive, and the slightest touch will bring the car to a dead stop. Like guys, I swear it's the car that makes me bad at driving. You know what's crazy about these new cars is how small their engines are getting. Now it's not all of them, but a lot of new cars that are coming out just keep getting smaller and smaller engines with a tiny little turbo to top it off. Don't get me wrong, I love small engines like the GR Corolla engine, the Honda K's and B's, but what sets these engines apart from the rest is that they have potential and they were made to get down and dirty. These new engines are just made to be efficient for fuel economy in the atmosphere. Where's the
Well, unfortunately, that's what happens. EPA says you got to have this amount of emissions. And yeah, so I actually learned this too when we lived in Germany because we were looking at buying a European spec car. The EU allows more emissions than the US does for their vehicles. I thought that was pretty fucking nuts to find that out.
fun in that? In the 70s, we had 7-liter V8s that were turning out 200 horsepower. Not because that's all they could make, because that's all they were allowed to make. You could take those engines and make them like 600 horsepower, no problem. But the new little itty bitty baby ones are just not built with that kind of spirit. They can't take any more than the company gave them, which is just heartbreaking. And it shows you how much spirit these companies have lost. They've also lost the plot with regulation. Every new car is so damn quiet and lacks a nice exhaust note. All the companies just strangle the exhaust with cats and mufflers and shit. Even if it's not an electric car, you won't be able to hear it, and the CVT is gonna make it feel like driving an electric car too. Even if someone steals the cats, the car is still gonna sound like shit because it doesn't have the exhaust designed to sound nice when it's loud. And the CVT is just gonna sound like a screaming animal or something anyway. Before you tell me about the planet, let me just toss a video of lithium mining on screen real quick. So these things
so based. Dude, lithium mining is so terrible. We all like these people, they go out there and they protest oil and all this shit, and it's like, bro, lithium mining is I don't know. Maybe it's worse. I truly don't know. But it's definitely on par with how bad it is. Like it's two poisons, bro. You're not winning with either one.
Things that I don't like about new cars are annoying, but at the end of the day, you can just shrug them off. But I do have one chronic complaint. This part of modern cars has gone way too far. The price. Cars are just getting less and less affordable. The average price of a new car is around $50,000.
That is insane.
This crap is not funny. In the early 2000s, a new car was around $38,000 adjusted for inflation, which is still a hell of a lot. But it just goes to show how crazy the car market is getting. With this trend, new cars are going to be out of reach for so many people. The whole point of a new car is to be innovative and come out with new cool features, advancing the car world, but we're just going in the wrong direction. And I hope car manufacturers come to their senses. There are a couple cool cars coming out like the 2026 Nissan Z and the rumored 2026 Ford Mustang Raptor, but
that
this should be every new car
what the
that's
fuck?
announced, not just two. That being said though, new cars just really piss me off.
Fair, that was a good video. I enjoyed that.